what was your favourite part of the programme?
I think bringing the whole team together was one of my massive takeaways from the leadership program. I really liked how it made us think outside the box. You always left us with a question at the end of each week to go away and think about, and then come back the following week, which made us all get together and discuss that. So that was what really stuck out to me for the leadership course.
What would you say top one, two, or three things perhaps that you've learned?
So I learned what type of leader I was. When I first started the course, I didn't think I had any leadership qualities. I thought there were all management qualities, but it turns out I do. So I would say that focusing on reward and looking at how that affects everybody in the business rather than just a specific group of people, and try and be collaborative across the board, which can be difficult when there's 120 employees at all different levels, but finding that unique approach that actually tailors to LTK and does fit for everybody. And I'd say relationship management. Whilst I thought at the start of the course I had good relationship management, it's now improved even more. And I've kind of, because I have my own office, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll speak to everybody, but actually I don't. I only speak to people that have a problem. So getting myself out there and speaking to all the teams, and even stepping in when the managers are off for that team, and getting to know individuals on a relationship level and a personal level, so I'm more equipped to be able to deal with them in the future, and I've got that relationship already there.
Were there any aha sort of moments?
Yeah, it was a nice realization to have, because it's an easy fix. So it wasn't something that's going to take me 2 to 3 months to fix. Straight away I could put that in. And it made me realize that we have a really, really good workforce here, and 90% of people are bought into the vision and the mission. The other 10% that aren't, it's a work in progress, but it's not a barrier. It's just something that we need to work on to be more clear and defined to them, and channel what it is that makes them tick as such, and align that with LTK's values and mission. I think the part I enjoyed most was the group discussion before the action coach video. So I enjoyed the action coach video, but I also really enjoyed the discussion we had around that, because you gave everybody opportunity to talk. And I thought that was really nice, because sometimes on Zoom or Teams or whatever it is that you use, it can be difficult to get everyone's opinions in, but you actually gave us that opportunity to do that, and I really enjoyed that. I find it helpful having the one-to-one check-ins, because it gives us an opportunity to speak offline. Some things you feel comfortable speaking with your peers, sometimes you need to speak to somebody on a one-to-one basis, because it's either something you don't want your peers to know maybe, or it's something that actually it's quite confidential and you just want to have that one-on-one conversation with you, or it could be something that you don't want other people to know that you don't know. I found them really beneficial, and there was a lot of guidance and advice given in those. And equally, it does get you onto other subjects then, that also gets you thinking about the next thing.
So, what's next for you on your leadership journey? Where are you going to take yourself? What are your big plans or goals?
My big plans and goals are to become the best leader I possibly can. And by doing that, it's going through everything that we've discussed, making sure that I hold myself accountable and my peers accountable as well, because accountability is a massive part of the leadership course for me. It's looking at yourself and identifying where you need to develop, not being afraid of that development, not being afraid of the knowledge behind it either, and the learnings. I love learning, so I'm always constantly trying to evolve myself and better myself. But yeah, hopefully from my 360 feedback, I've had the scores. So hopefully when I do it again in 6 months' time, that I'll have moved a little bit, or slightly, hopefully. So the
Well, that'll
12
be,
weeks is full on. And
yeah,
once you've done that, it's easy to go back into the rut that you used to.
yeah.
However, that's why accountability comes in a massive part of this for me, is that we all hold each other accountable, and we all hold each other responsible for the bits we say we're going to do. And that enthusiasm part is still very much there for us.
Well, thank you, Amber.